your motherfucker! You gonna get your ass! Crazy!
Alright, I'm on the ground.
Lay down! Lay down!
Yes, sir.
Lay down!
Please, really doing a lot right now.
Bro, lay down!
I'm just trying to go home.
Lay down!
Man, if you don't lay down, shit.
In early January 2023, the United States once again confronted a disturbing question: how does a routine traffic stop turn into a fatal beating? And what does justice look like when those sworn to protect become the aggressors? This is the story of Tyre Nichols, a 29-year-old black man from Memphis, Tennessee, a father, a son, an amateur photographer, and a lover of skateboarding. His name now sits alongside others: George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Elijah McClain, in a tragic roll call of black Americans who died after encounters with law enforcement. Tyre Nichols moved to Memphis during the COVID-19 pandemic to be closer to his mother and stepfather. He worked at FedEx, just 5 minutes from home. Known for his gentle spirit and love of sunsets, Tyre often documented life through his camera lens. But on January 7, 2023, his life was brutally cut short, and the world would soon see why. It started with a traffic stop. Police officers claimed Tyre was driving recklessly, a claim later disputed due to lack of evidence on surveillance footage. Body camera video, released days after his death, tells a hauntingly different story. In the footage, officers from the Memphis Police Department's Scorpion Unit, an anti-violence task force, are seen yanking Tyre from his car. He appears confused, frightened, and unarmed. As officers shout conflicting commands, Tyre tries to comply, but panic sets in. He runs, not out of defiance, but fear. When officers catch him minutes later, the footage becomes even more graphic. Tyre is repeatedly punched, kicked, struck with a baton, and pepper sprayed, all while being restrained. He cries out for his mother. He was less than 100 yards from home. Tyre was hospitalized in critical condition. He suffered extensive bleeding and swelling in his brain. 3 days later, on January 10, 2023, he died. An independent autopsy confirmed what the footage showed. He died from blunt force trauma. The reaction was swift and nationwide. 5 Memphis police officers, all black men, were fired and charged with second-degree murder, aggravated assault, aggravated kidnapping, official misconduct, and official oppression. But the story didn't end there. The Scorpion Unit, praised for targeting violent crime, was disbanded just days later. Civil rights leaders demanded deeper reforms. President Biden called for passage of the stalled George Floyd Justice and Policing Act. In the wake of the footage, many asked the same question: how could this happen again? The answer lies in the intersection of police culture, accountability failures, and systemic racial bias, issues that have plagued American law enforcement for generations. The role of body-worn cameras was critical in this case. Without the footage from both police body cams and surveillance cameras, the narrative might have stayed with the officers. But once the video was released to the public on January 27, 2023,
damn, I didn't do anything. Hey, I didn't turn your ass around. All right. On the ground. You don't do that, okay? Get on the fucking ground. Get on the...
The world saw the truth. A 24 p.m. initial stop. Officers shout conflicting commands. A 25 p.m. Tyre flees on foot. A 29 p.m. officers catch him, The beating begins. 8:33 p.m. He lies motionless as officers joke, curse, and delay medical help. 8:41 p.m. to finally, medics arrive. In those few minutes, the life of a young man was extinguished. And the conscience of a nation was shaken once more. Tyre's death reignited debate over policing in America. Critics question why specialized units like Scorpion, created to fight violent crime, often mirror the violence they're meant to stop. Many noted that despite all 5 officers being black, the systemic culture of violence and impunity remained unchanged. In Memphis and beyond, people came together, not just to grieve, but to push for something better. Community organizations advocated for de-escalation training, civilian oversight, transparency, and mental health support in policing. Tyre's family, meanwhile, has continued to fight for accountability and reform. They filed a civil lawsuit against the city of Memphis and the officers involved, seeking justice that goes beyond criminal charges. Tyre Nichols should be alive today. He should be skateboarding. He should be behind a camera, capturing beauty in the world around him. Instead, his final moments became another brutal chapter in America's struggle with policing and justice. But in death, his story, and the footage that revealed it, sparked renewed hope for change. We owe it to Tyre. We owe it to all who came before him. And we owe it to those who must not come next. Rest in power. Tyre Nichols 199320223. Justice is not a moment. It is a movement.